So, what makes a good festival? Join me now as we review the first Limit 1/Dual Lander festival in Master Duel. Greetings and salutations everyone, this is No Code Gaming and I'd like to welcome you back to another Master Duel video. And in this video, we will be going over the Limit 1 festival currently happening in Master Duel. So right now we are at the tail end of the event, and I think it is a good time to review how well this event went. And how can we do that? Well, we can sort of scale how good it was based on what I feel are three central criteria: the ban list, the variety of the meta and matchups that you can experience, and the loner decks. Some of you might want to include the rewards given, however, I believe that if the event is good enough, the rewards are just the icing on the cake, per se. So, without further ado, let's get on and review this festival. So, first off, let's start with this ban list. Oh lord, this ban list. So, if this ban list had a job, it would be that positive lifestyle coach, just looking out for your health. This ban list shows that Konami is aware of some of the degenerate strategies in Master Duel, and it outright gutted some key decks that could possibly make this event not so much fun. So, with the banning of Dynamite Knight, Skill Drain, as well as Imperial Order, and Vanity's Emptiness, it shows that, yeah, floodgates aren't fun in these events. And with the removal of these cards, it hampers some of the floodgate heavy decks like True Draco and Eldritch Control. And now with the banning of Union Carrier, VFD, or True King of All Calamities, and Gossip Shadow, this also eliminates some of the heavier lockdown strategies like Virtual Worlds, as well as the Buster Lock with Union Carrier that you know. And of course, Gossip Shadow is banned so that it is somewhat more difficult for you to lock down with Rongo. They also banned Isolde and Numeron Gate to hamper some OTKs. Isolde in the case of, I believe it's the Psychic OTK deck, and with Numeron Gate, the Numeron OTK is basically very much not viable right now. And last but not least, the Crystron, Verde Anaconda, Destiny Fusion ban. So this basically hampers some of the longer combos that you can see in ranked. So bye bye Auroradon Despot, as well as easy DPE with the banning of Anaconda and Fusion Destiny. Overall, parts of the ban list is something I think the community would like to see applied in normal ranked gameplay. So I give the ban list a solid 4 out of 4 star chips for what a ban list ought to do, and that is regulating the meta and ensuring that some strategies are not too strong. Now the meta of the event, on the other hand, is something else. I like to believe a healthy meta is one where there are 4 to 5 dominant core deck types. This should ensure that the chances of you seeing your 10th Sword Soul opponent for today is slightly lower than 99%. So what does the meta look like for this festival? Well, based on some findings from Master Duel Meta, here you go. We have Sword Soul at about 13%, Orcus and Eldritch are about 8% each, Drytron is at 7% surprisingly, Dragon Link and Invoked Dogmatika Shadow, or just the Invoked Shadow deck type, is about 5% as well. Triad Brigade is at 4%, and at Ignister and Zodiac type decks are at 3% a pop. The other about 46% or 40-ish% is comprised of other decks like Heroes, Ancient Warriors, just types of decks that are not included in the previously mentioned ones. Now, the wonky thing about this event and trying to aggregate these deck types is that there's tons of overlap for different decks. Like, just because a deck has Eldritch in it, does it really count as an Eldritch deck? And technically, the Zodiac type decks do have some overlap with Triad Brigade. I just differentiated them as some Zodiacs don't run Tri-Brigade at all. But as we see here, the decks considered meta, or at least very powerful in this event, are varied enough. Overall, I give the meta and matchup variety 3 out of 3 star chips. But it loses a point in spirit because I don't want to watch another Orcus player combo off in the festival ever again. I'm not salty, you're salty. And now we come to the final category for the festival loner decks. And oh boy, do I know which one of these loner decks was neglected. The first deck is basically 75% full power Dragon Link. It's just missing Spheres, I believe, and Chaos Emperor. Other than that, it's a pretty decent deck. It has the combos that you normally see from Dragon Link, and it's able to bring out its ace monster relatively easily. The fairy deck, also very good. The combo needed to get out either Hyperions or to help interact with your opponent. It's there. It's a fairly good deck. And the Reptilian deck. Nope, just no. You know what the best thing about the Reptilian deck is? The name of the archetype is a pun. And that's it. The deck itself, as I stated in my video for it, is sound and built to synergize with what's there. Unfortunately, what is there is not very impressive. The deck would have gotten a heck of a lot more powerful if it was mixed with better reptile archetypes, like Ogdoadic, as well as maybe aliens or heck, even worms. But nope, we got subpar cards like Scylla, Gardna, and Servants, but not Viper. Viper is adorable and deserves to be protected. So, with that, we are giving the loner decks for this event 2 out of 3 star chips. Full points would have been awarded if the Reptilian deck had similar power levels as the other 2 decks, and all 3 were considered viable as an option. Remember, the point of the loner deck is that someone is able to play in the event with little to no investment of their own deck crafting resources. Now, here we are. I give the Limit Festival 9 out of 10 star chips. The idea and execution of the event was top-notch, awesome ban lists, awesome variety in matchups, awesome variety in meta decks, but like I said, it just loses that single point on having a subpar loner deck out of the 3 available. So, the event is fun regardless of what prizes and rewards we can get from it, so I consider the event a success. Tell me, would you have scored this event differently? Would you have rated its aspects higher or lower than what I did? Would you have other aspects to judge the event by? Post your comments and opinions down below. And as always, like if you like the video, subscribe if you so desire, and have a great rest of your day.